think this is the proper first round. So we've got that coming up. We've got CM Punk in action as well. We've got Jericho Appreciation Society. We've got a women's match on there as well. It should be a good women's match, actually. Tony Storm against Jamie Hayter tonight, which I think is really interesting because I think they both went and did work over in Japan. So that could be like they might have wrestled in Japan against each other. I genuinely don't know. So that would be a women's match I'd be really, really excited for. I'm not into your Penelope Fords, your Anna Jays, your Ty Contis, but I am into your Serena Deebs, your Tony Storms, and your Jamie Hayters, and your Britt Bakers. So, yeah, that'll be good. I'm down for that. We've got, let me read through the card and then we'll jump into the chat. We got Ricky Starks taking on Jungle Boy. This is for the FTW Championship. We've got Jericho Appreciation Society Victory Speech because they are celebrating recent victories. We've got Danhausen making his in-ring debut against Tony Nese. Really don't know what to expect there, but I know that there's a lot of people very excited about Danhausen. We've got the contract signing between MJF and Wardlow. I mean, contract signings never go well. I'm pretty sure I know what to expect there. And it should be fun. I think that's a good story at the moment. CM Punk and John Silver. I really like John Silver. I got no shade on that. I know it's just like a random Dark Order member, but honestly, I really like John Silver. So I'm quite down for seeing that match. I do expect CM Punk to win it, but we've got that. Darby Allin against Jeff Hardy, first round of the Owen Hart Tournament. Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, as we said, first round of the Owen Hart Tournament. And Adam Cole, Bay versus Dax Harwood in the first round of the Owen Hart Tournament. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things lined up for AEW Dynamite. Anna, hello. Hope you are well. Hello to Dylan, 1 Minute Wrestler. Shout out to James Chadwick. Shout out to Kieran. Says, what's your thoughts on De Jong to United? Where are we with this deal? I mean, if it happens, I'm all for it. It doesn't really matter who Man United bring in, because I have to think that whoever comes in, Man United closing in on stunning 80 million euro move for Barcelona star Frankie de Jong. Whoever they bring in, Man United, they're doing it because Ten Hag wants them. Yeah, no one's coming into United that Ten Hag has not given a green light to at the very least. And someone like Frankie de Jong, you know Ten Hag's gone in and gone, get me Frankie de Jong. So I know this isn't wrestling related, but lots of talk this evening. News breaking over the past few hours that it's 95% likely to happen and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good that we'll get him. And I'm thinking that it's not, I mean, it's not the person I would be going out and spending money on, to be perfectly truthful. It's not like, if you said name 5 players you want Man United signed. De Jong would not have been one of them. But listen, if Ten Hag has said, get me this player, he's the engine room that I need, he's the guiding, shining light in the locker room that I need, go and get him, then I ain't got no problems with it. We back him. We back Ten Hag. That's what we do. Evo said, I appreciate the entertainment and I appreciate the live streams. Evo, shout out to you. Thank you. A tier 1 from Barcelona said 95% done, says Kieran. Are you watching Rangers in the Europa League final? I don't have any plans to... Well, I might have it on. I don't know, to be honest. But I don't have any plans to stream it. So, no shade on Rangers. I wish them all the best. I actually hope they win. So, Rangers have my support. But I just don't think we've got a very big Rangers part of our community, to be honest. We've done a whole season of Premier League watch-alongs, and I even tried to do like a West Ham Europa League watch-along, and it was one of our least viewed streams that we did. So it sort of sent me the message that the interest in even watching West Ham in Europa League was not where our community is. So watching Rangers, who are obviously not a Premier League team, I think would be even more limited. So yeah, one that I might keep an eye on, but not one that I'm streaming. But I wish Rangers all the very best. We might get to hear Cult of Personality and Judas tonight. No way! Jim said, I would have loved to have seen Daisy's reaction to Saray magically changing clothes between Gorilla and Entranceway. She's been doing that for a little while. I roll my eyes at it. To be honest, I rolled at first when she did it. I thought, well, it could just be a little edited part of her entrance. Do you know what I mean? It's just, they played this video of her backstage before she comes out, and then when she comes out, she's wearing her wrestling attire. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that what we see backstage is literally the seconds before she then emerges out in the thing. It could just be part of her entrance that here's a video clip of her backstage, and now look, oh wow, magically she's changed clothes, when really she hasn't. And of course she hasn't. So in my mind, I was always like, kind of, I don't want to say justifying it that way, but that's a way that works for me with, like, you know, my appreciation of wrestling. But yeah, I mean, it's still silly. It's still silly in my opinion. I'm still not a fan of it. It's still not my bag, as you know. So I don't know. I really don't know what they're doing with her and all of that now. I genuinely haven't watched NXT. Not only have I not streamed it, I haven't watched it. I haven't had a chance to watch it. So, you know, using that time for other things, which is really good. Really focused on the summer. Keep talking about it. But I really want to get going with some of the videos, and it's really positive. I'm in a really good place. I'm like excited for the summer, but just got to get a few things like, got to get the football season finished. That's what we got to get finished. Get the football season finished. Channel can then settle down over there, and then we can be fully focused over here, and that's kind of where we are at the moment. I missed Cody on BSS. Did I miss anything? BSS? Broken Skull Sessions. Did you miss anything? I still haven't actually seen all of it, but I've probably watched over half of it now. And I would say it was good, but not essential. I would say it was insightful, but not earth-shattering. I don't feel like there was really much that's been... He said so much already, in all fairness to him. So, yeah, there was some really, really interesting stuff that came out, but nothing that I think is like, yeah, you need to go and check this out. Oh, there's a big reveal or anything like that. Hamad, shout out to you. Punk versus Silver is happening because he's from Long Island, and Hangman being friends with Dark Order and facing Punk at Double or Nothing, says Pete. Every time he says, let's get the season finished, it's just another dagger, said Dark Knight. Listen, you're having an amazing season, but some of us are not, right? So some of us are desperate for this season to end. So you'll have to excuse all of us Man United fans that are sat here going, is it done yet? Have they closed the season yet? Come on. I'm swearing, my clock's stopped, I'm sure. Come on. desperately trying to move time forward so we can just get this season shut down. Edward said, I'm not going to watch AEW tonight. I'm just going to watch you on my TV. Okay, that was creepy. But Edward, shout out to you. Nelson said, will you do NXT in the future or are you done? It's a similar answer, I'm afraid, to my people asking me about football. Like, what are you doing in the future? And I keep having to say the same answer because it's the truth. And the truth is that I am literally just trying to get to the summer. I'm just literally trying to get through the next couple of weeks. So we keep doing what we're doing. We get through these couple of weeks. As soon as we're through these couple of weeks, I then want to drop content on the channel. But it's like, what content do I drop on the channel? And obviously I need to be thinking about that now, prepping that now, getting graphics made for that now, whatever I need to be doing for that now. So my focus is very much on that, more so than, you know, does the football channel come back next season? Does NXT return at some point? I mean, it really is all going to depend on when we make some new videos, how do they go down? I mean, if I do them and people are loving them, well then, you know, I'm going to keep doing them and lean into them and, you know, keep that going. If I do them and people don't enjoy them, well then I have to think again, don't I? So it's really hard to answer any future questions because it really depends on how, you know, the summer goes. Would you prefer De Jong or Declan Rice? You do realise Frankie's one of the best in the world. Rice couldn't lace Frankie's boots. De Jong has been a little inconsistent. I mean, I don't watch Barca, so I can't comment too much. But what I do know is that ESPN have commented a lot on Barcelona games because what ESPN FC tend to do is they will talk about Man United, they will talk about Liverpool, they will talk about Real, they will talk about Barcelona, they will talk about Inter, they'll talk about Juve. They basically touch on just the big teams from every, like, European country. And so I've heard quite a bit about Barcelona this year, and I've heard quite a bit about, like, you know, Frankie de Jong, and as a result, I've got an image of him, which could be incorrect, but I've got an image of him not quite settling into that Barcelona team, and also having quite ineffective games. Yes, being a very skillful player and someone that is going to be a great purchase for United, a great asset. I don't have a problem with that. But I mean, I would be taking Declan Rice every day of the week. I would be taking Declan Rice every day of the week over Frankie de Jong. And I think Manchester United would as well. But I think that price has scared United away. And so now we've got de Jong. And I'm fully supportive of it, because as I said, if that's who Ten Hag wants, then done. Fine, have him. Have him with love. I'll pick him up and drive him over. So certainly no complaints from me. But if you're asking me who would I prefer, I would prefer Declan Rice. But if it's not feasible because of the price, I'm quite happy to support Ten Hag. Chris, shout out to you. Do you think Hook will help Danhausen? I think so. I think we'll definitely move into them being a partnership. And I'm not too sure how I feel about it, to be honest. I don't want to be down on it, because I know people are really into it and really like Danhausen. But him coming out and doing these, like, spells, and I don't know, it just seems like a bit of silliness around Hook. Hook has been a badass. Hook has come out and, like, laid in these takedowns, and we've all been really impressed with, like, how much he's, like, really laid in his work. And, I mean, he's beaten the likes of QT Marshall, and he might have beaten, was it JD Drake or someone? But we haven't really got going with Hook. Like, he hasn't really been in, like, a war or been in a feud. I suppose the QT Marshall was a sort of a feud, but now all of a sudden Danhausen's come along, and this is a very different dynamic. You know, we've got Danhausen doing, like, putting spells on Hook, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is the way I personally would have gone with Hook. I think Hook was showing some interesting potential, and then he's got a bit stale. I think a lot of his matches have been the same moves, and it's sort of the same thing, but just against different opponents. I think they're trying to freshen it up and do something a bit different by putting Danhausen with him. And who knows, it might work. it might work. It's just the segments I've seen so far haven't quite landed for me. But I have to say, I'm very aware that the reaction online and the reaction in the arena has been overwhelmingly positive. So it's clearly working for people. So yeah, I think that you will see Hook coming down and getting involved, because there's clearly some relationship there. There's clearly some union there. And I can see that continuing to grow and build. Anna says, AOP, is that the Authors of Pain? Are starting their own promotion, Wrestling Entertainment Series. Wes, for short, have a show in Dubai in a couple of months with indie wrestlers. Authors of Pain. Is that who we're saying? The tag team, AOP, have got their own wrestling promotion now called Wrestling Entertainment Series. Okay, interesting. And now I've not heard about that at all, to be honest. But Anna, with that knowledge, Anna dropping that info, appreciate it. Scout, hello Scout, hope you're well, buddy. Hope Australia is well. So big shout out to Scout81SD, said good day, Days. I also sent you a sticker, thumbs up. Do you like the accent? It's good, isn't it? Scout, really appreciate it. But you say you sent, oh yeah, you did. Sorry, I did miss that. That slipped past. But I can see you've got a lovely pair there, Scout. You've got an absolutely lovely pair. And I really like the sticker as well, so a big shout out to you. Moldy said, what about once a week on football days through the summer?
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all for this 2020 match between Rajasthan and the Capitals. I'm Michael Slater, and this is James Taylor.
Well, Slats, we're just about ready to get this one underway. Gorgeous.
Out to the middle now. It's time for the coin toss.
I think would be a challenge, but once a week could be potential. I don't want to commit to anything, so I certainly don't want people going, oh, do you remember on that stream when you said you were going to do this and you didn't do it? So that's why I'm always very non-committal.
They're going to have a bowl, not too surprising given the conditions.
I want to make sure that goes well. That's going to dictate the future, but I do like that idea, Moldy. Roger said Man United are 95% signing De Jong.
There's been a big build-up to this match. I'm ready. Let's hope the batsmen are.
Here than we get on the football channel. Stephanie said, I think Hook will tease us and trick Danhausen by coming out, but not helping. Not helping. He's not going to be helpful. Who do you think will join Judgment Day? Who do I think will join Judgment Day? Don't know.
Hit that hard
level up
and
again
fast.
soon, do you think? I sort of feel like they might run with these three for a little while. I think that this is probably building towards a six-person mixed tag match. Liv, AJ Finn against Rhea, Damian Priest and Edge. I feel they need someone. You could put Balor in there. You could always do the story of Balor turning on AJ.
Not getting past that fielder.
And then, add Balor. I would not go
another run added.
That would be it done for me. I wouldn't make that group any bigger than 4. Because I think you can have a champion, you can have tag team champs, you've got a woman that could go after the women's championship. Nice. I understand you could go, yeah, but what about someone going after the mid-card belts? Mid-card belts don't mean anything, do they? I don't think the mid-card belts matter. I don't even think Vince knows he's got mid-card belts. Well, he probably knows that Theory's got one of them.
Oh, very nice there from
that he knows
Marsh.
Ricochet has got the other one. So I don't think that's too good. But that's kind of like, in my mind now, that's like saying, well, who's going to go after the women's tag titles? It's like, I think it really matters. So I would have someone go after the big title, someone go after the tag belts, and Rhea Ripley go after the women's. That'll do. That'll do. I wouldn't make it. I think once you start getting bigger than that, it's going to be hard to showcase everyone, and people will get lost and underutilized and all that kind of stuff. I think that 3 or 4 is the right number.
Swing and a miss.
Look at NWO, it got bloated. It was too bloated. And same with Nexus. Nexus was great as a unit, but it didn't really help the individuals that were in Nexus.
Precision, just a great
Once
shot.
Nexus was over, they all had to end up changing their names and getting different gimmicks because none of them got the spotlight needed to actually get over with the crowd. So I think that Finn Balor could fit in. I really would look at T-Bar or Mace. It's been spoken about on the channel before, but I do think those two are big guys. They will look great as, like, the enforcer role. You know, the guy that stands in the background. You've got Damian Priest, who's a big guy. You've got Edge, you've got Rhea Ripley, obviously looks great in the women's division. And then just a monster standing behind them all. Like, you know, Mace and Dominik Dijakovic are not small. They're decent size. I'm pretty sure they would be bigger than Damian Priest and bigger than anyone in the group. So don't mind them either.
Just a lack of concentration there.
So, yeah, I don't know. Be exciting. We'll have to see. I know there'll be people that will say Tommaso Ciampa is maybe an option. And he could be.
Oh, well fielded. Really good work out there.
Tommaso, to me, is someone that's a lone wolf. He's someone that's out for himself. I don't think I can see him joining, you know, being like yes master type thing. The Edge, I can't see that.
Perfect technique and placement.
Mr. Paint Dude, shout out to you. On the point, what would make the mid-card belts mean more? We've touched on that a few times, Brenton. It's a really good question. I think that they need to be put into exciting feuds.
Great timing. Races to the boundary for
four. I think the match quality matters. I think there's too many times where they'll have a match on SmackDown. I mean, it's so hard to have a match on SmackDown and for it to be good because it's constantly being interrupted with commercial breaks. It's also got a
misread that one. Couldn't get the drive away.
It's got to be quite engaging. People flicking through the channels. You need to try and convince them to stick around. So that can really hurt the build of a match. Like sometimes, you know, the truth is you do have to have
great
a
shot.
nice slow build. You have to target body parts. You have to, do you know what I mean, to tell that story. To actually lay the foundation to build a match upon it. You actually have to, you know, change your pace and things like that. AEW do a much better job of putting on entertaining matches on their shows, but they are full of spots, millions.
Doesn't play that one well.
But they're great if you're flicking the channels. WWE has never leaned into that. It's very rare. They go like million miles an hour, multiple spots.
Yep.
Kind of a thing. Like there's a bit of a WWE style that I would say is different to the AEW style. I would
plays
say
that
the
nicely.
WWE
Gets
in-ring
two.
Is different to the AEW in-ring. And I think it can be tricky for them to actually have like really good matches. I think it needs to be a key feud. It needs to be dare I say, even main eventing some B shows.
The batsmen were playing all their shots in the over. Really expensive.
Say, for example,
the right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Rey Mysterio attacking Ricochet, and heel Rey Mysterio is trying to get just the idea of a heel Rey Mysterio. I think is quite interesting. But heel Rey Mysterio, who doesn't think he's being treated as the legend that he is, attacking Ricochet. And Ricochet's this new imposter that's going to come along and be what Rey Mysterio, when Rey Mysterio is still there. Like, Mysterio's not putting up...
And they get a single there.
You could really build up an engaging program, an engaging feud. You know, Ricochet can talk about how he idolized Rey Mysterio. It'll give you a chance to look at back some of Rey's, you know, iconic moments. The fact he was a world champion. I just sort of feel like there's a wealth of stuff you could dig into. And just think of what the match would be like with Rey chains off. Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, on a pay-per-view, in a main event for the Intercontinental Championship. And you can build it up by saying this isn't
the
just
batsman
about
didn't know where
belt.
that was going.
This isn't just about the Intercontinental Championship. This is about Rey Mysterio proving that he is still the best high flyer in WWE. That he is still the standard bearer. And this is about Ricochet really
swing and a miss.
To take that
the
crown.
batsman
Ricochet
misjudging that one.
To prove that he is now the best. That's just one example of something that you could do that you could like really build up, dig into some history. It involves a legend. There's a reason as to why you could
End of the
position
over.
it at the top of a B card pay-per-view.
Just one wicket away from
think that there's
150
definitely
T20 wickets. A hugely impressive stat in
you
this
know,
form of the
that's
game.
what made the Intercontinental so important the first time around, was we were seeing Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, and we were seeing great matches, great wrestlers competing to try and find who is the best worker, who is the best, what is the match you're most excited for seeing. You would look at a card and go, where's the Intercontinental match? That's going to be a banger. That's going to be great. And
He'll
so
get
for a
two
lot
for
of
that.
fans,
Great
was,
shot.
You know, before the show even started, going to be a highlight. And the match is always delivered. It's just absolute. They can't even get onto the pay-per-views now. And in recent years, look at Nakamura. He didn't even defend it. So, like, it never gets defended. We don't see feuds. It doesn't get onto the pay-per-views. When we do get feuds, it's Ricochet versus Los Lotharios. There's no build to it. There's no story to it. I don't even know what Ricochet's doing right now. Genuinely, right now, I couldn't tell you what Ricochet's doing.
Nice fielding there.
I have
Good
no
return.
idea what feud is in. I can't even remember if I've seen him. I might have. But if I have, it's not been memorable enough to come to my mind right now. So, you know, it's just completely overshadowed by Roman. Doesn't get the time it needs. There's no exciting feuds. There's no place for it on a pay-per-view. You can't even main event SmackDown. Can't even get into the main. How's it going to main event pay-per-views and all this? So it needs that level of focus to feel prestigious again.
4 runs there. Super shot.
And I don't know if it ever will. Well, sure, it'll come back around. Jeremy says, Wardlow is my real uncle in real life. Kind of cool. I have lots of autographs with him, says Jeremy. That is very cool. Chris says, Mace would look good in Judgment Day, but
That's a 50 partnership.
He
Good
can't have
job.
an entertaining wrestling match. My nan has got more in-ring talent. I suppose the challenge would be for Edge to work with him. You know, surely one of the things Edge should be doing
Mistimes
is
that
working
one.
with young talent and sharing his experience and his wealth. I mean, it's not even just about in-ring, but it's just about, you know, how you don't fall into certain pitfalls, how you focus on the task in hand, focus on the shows, how you know, carry yourself as a champion, the expectations.
They get a
put on
single.
you, like this whole wealth of knowledge, all this stuff all these experiences that Edge has had, the mistakes that Edge has made that, you know, Damian Priest can learn from and everything. I just think that's really
That's hit the pad. Huge appeal.
If you look at the Moss
This partnership got going well, but the bowler was able to break it before too much damage was done. Only the one review, he must be confident, or he'll be hearing all about this from his teammates.
Do it sometimes, you just don't know. But I do like the look. I think if he was in a tag team with Damian Priest, I think that would be a really good way to use both of them, because Damian
Hitting in
Priest
line.
is better in solo
Good decision
matches,
from
there's
the
no denying
umpire.
that, but
Remains out.
Still feels like there's something missing. So to put say Mace and Priest in a tag team.
The bowler will be happy to see the back of this batsman. He certainly played well out there.
The decision stands. Rajasthan now have no reviews left.
And honestly, if we're saying that we're at the level where we can't even have Mace doing that, then he just shouldn't be in WWE, should he? He shouldn't be there all full stop. Who do you think is Samoa Joe's?
One more added.
I don't believe that's tonight, but I think that might be next week. I mean, Cesaro said soon, so I'm always torn on that, because that might mean that it's not him. You know, whenever they tweet out these little teasers and everything, I can't
One
be the
wicket
only one
falls
that
in that
knows.
over. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now.
So
3
I'm
more
thinking it
players
might not
able to
be
go outside the
Cesaro,
circle.
But I don't think Johnny either. I really don't think Johnny. I don't think Johnny Gargano. I think they've just had a kid. Literally just had a
The
kid.
batsman seemed to misjudge that entirely. Great bowling.
Gonna need money. I fully appreciate that. But just had a kid. I don't know that they're going to go back to AEW. I would have to think that WWE would put a juicy contract down for Johnny. Tommaso's gone to main roster.
They get back for 2.
Johnny's finding out what it's like through him. Got to think they talk. So I feel like Johnny's the outsider. But I feel like Cesaro's definitely got a chance. But probably the favourite would be Miro. The favourite, I think, would be Miro. I know that might be a little disappointing, but it's not always about new people coming in. It's not always about new people coming in. Sometimes it's about returning superstars. And Miro coming back, I think, would be positive. Would be a good addition to the roster. Right, Adam Cole, baby. It's sad Vince can't write a good storyline apart from the Roman ones. There used to be about 9 or 10 on the go. Jim said,
and they get through for 1.
Impact. They need a credible challenger for Josh Alexander. Here is Adam Cole, baby. That means we're getting Adam Cole against Dax. Starting the show. Adam Cole against Dax.
The batsmen were kept rather quiet in that over.
Do you think Kota Ibushi will... He sucks. It's not any cage. Oh, special guest referee. MJF's going to be the special guest referee in this cage match.
Tries to drive that, but mistimes.
Do you think Cody should have won the US title? Nah. I think it's all right that he didn't, because his sights are set.
Nice shot, that one.
I feel like the US is probably going to hopefully help Theory. I think it helps Theory more than it does anything for Cody right now, so...
The keeper reckons that one's taken the edge.
Better than you, and you know it.
This has been quite an explosive innings. Superb shot making and rapid scoring.
Contract. Trying to anyway, because he's got his hands handcuffed. Just sign it. MJF
off
says take the cuffs off him so that he can sign it. Wardlow's waiting for these cuffs to be removed. Really struggling here, this guy. Finally does it.
No! A wicket falling
Wardlow,
in that over,
signing
and not
the
many
contract.
runs from it.
Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Puts his hands out to put the cuffs back on. Smacks the first security guard into the table, flips the table over, takes out about 7 of the security guards. MJF's in the corner. Sean Spears is protecting him. Wardlow throwing some big right hands, everyone there. Going down. Love wrestling. This isn't going to end well, said Wrestling Wriggle. Poor gods, says Hustle for Love. MJF trying to get out the ring, and Wardlow has grabbed him.
This should be close.
I've ever had, but you could put
one
the belt
run
on
there.
and different board game every week. Completely agree. That absolutely is the worst idea you've ever had. Wardlow with the table. You think MJF is a heel in AEW? Tony Khan loves it, but if you're Vince, would you want him heel or face? He could do anything, can't he? I mean, he comes across as a natural heel. So I think you'd look to keep him heel, to be honest. But it's just a really good, charismatic talker.
End of the over.
Really good.
Will result in ejection from the venue and possible banning from future events.
The chair was dangerously close to Mark's head, says Jordan. Right, Ricky Starks, Jungle Boy coming up next. It would be cool for Wardlow to come to WWE. They want him. Yeah, they want him. William says, I just want to see Daze's reaction to everyone scoring it a 6. Well, I know now, William. You've let the cat out the bag, William. Oh, jeez, William. I've seen it now, mate.
And they get a single there.
MJF has the promo. I rarely see him wrestle. Heather said, I can't believe MJF named John Cody and used almost the exact same stipulation.
Oh, super fielding there. Run saved for sure.
One more to the score.
Said, I read that the time off is that he's not doing house shows, but he'll do weekly shows and pay-per-views. Oh, I haven't seen that. That's interesting. Who said so? Roman won't be at SummerSlam. That means
Plays and misses.
To Drew. I don't know. The reports that I've seen is that he's going away for 10 weeks, but if you're telling me that you've seen stuff saying that he will still do pay-per-view shows, I think that's...
He launches that up and over the rope.
William says, flip. Right, let's all go 7. It's not actually 10 weeks. They've scheduled it so that he's on both of the premium live events before and after his time. And then there's nothing between, so it's a
reasonably good over there.
I hope he doesn't, to be honest. I hope he doesn't, but I can understand people being a bit annoyed if he goes away for, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and there's no title defense. But
reacted well there. Good catch.
That said, why the fudge? Why the fudge are we talking about? William said, damn it, Daze, stop reading
has
my
their first
comments.
ball to face here.
William, I always read your comments. I always read them. Just very, very rarely out loud. Very, very rarely. Lee said, I believe Meltzer reported Roman will be on SummerSlam. Zachary said, William, let's go 8s. William, Zachary wants to go to 8s now, mate. William's dropping an 8 in the chat. But yeah, we are at commercial break. Put in your halftime score. We were not quite there, so I wasn't going to do it, but might as well. Because the next one's probably going to be in about 10 minutes, isn't it? Days can't see this comment. Justin with an 8.
They get a single.
Edge's new haircut on last week's Friday Night SmackDown was the same cut I give my dog. Smo Joseph. We've got Smo Joseph.
Yes, well bowled.
William, you are so funny that I'm going to start calling you Silly Willy. Don't give me
Quick there.
No! Did Danhausen win?
Good bowling in that over.
Doppelganger says 8s. Justin says, hey, Trinity.
This bowler really can get these spinning a long way. Let's see how they go.
J14 with a 7. Let him in, says 7. Dylan with an 8.
Gotcha!
David said, my halftime score's 5.5. Sapphire King says, hey, William. Boomers says 3.7.
He plays that nicely. Gets
Heel
2.
Doors, 6.5. Luke says 8. Brendan said 9.7. Jason said Roman should break Bruno's record.
Yep. No!
Edge has the same haircut as Rhea. Is Damien next? God, I hope so. I hope so. I'd love to see all 3 of them with matching haircuts. Right, here is Jungle Boy.
2 runs off that delivery.
Jungle Boy versus, I can't remember. Jungle, jungle boy, jungle boy, jungle, jungle boy. Na, 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 na. That dark side of the ring thing was very, very good. Very, very good. Jungle Boy versus Ricky Starks.
They take a single.
That's the match. That's the match. Do you think Elon Musk would buy WWE or AEW? No.
Yes.
AEW crowd pops for so many people. WWE only pop for Roman and Cody, really.
Into the over.
Bruno
And again, it's a good one for the bowling side.
David said the squash match lowered my score. Dortmund said, I want to be the first person to ever block the host industry. And I can't read my ludicrous
Yes.
James said, not a chance. Bruno's reign is only...
Another run added to the score.
That world does not exist anymore. John says 7.11 stips out of 10. Toby, hello, mate. Hope you're well.
No!
Reece said, I'm disappointed you didn't do the halftime song. To be honest, I didn't even know that we were at halftime. It was just a little bit before what would have been halftime.
Yep.
So I kind of lazily was like, yeah.
No!
One more added.
Also, William was causing havoc with trying to get you to give 6s, 7s and 8s, and so I don't even know what scores I can trust anymore. So William still managed to bring absolute carnage to the halftime scores. So I hope he's proud. I hope he's proud of himself. Damon Kemp is part of Diamond Mine. He joined last night. I have no idea who Damon Kemp is. I don't think he was even on the show when I was watching it. I don't know who Damon Kemp is. But I wish him nothing but happiness. Ricky Starks is an absolute star. Not gonna lie, NWA lost out on him, says he. This Jericho said, did I miss anything exciting in the first half? I think there was some exciting things, but I don't know if there was anything essential. Was there anything essential?
Another run taken.
It's not like we had the arrival of anyone or shock, someone returned. We just had some good matches and a fun MJF segment. Who do you think is the better champion? Longevity and reigns, no pun intended. Who is the better champion?
Yep.
Keeper! It's probably got to be Stone Cold, hasn't it? It's probably
They'll get a single.
Stone Cold because Stone Cold made more money than any other champion. Vince said that, I think, during his induction speech. Stone Cold Steve Austin made WWE more money than anyone else in its history. I've got to imagine that's probably still true to this day. I mean, the Attitude Era
and
was just
a single.
different beast than where we are even now with modern pro wrestling. So I feel like Stone Cold's is probably at the top. But the Attitude Era is not my...
They'll get one there.
I'm not crazy about it because there was loads of great stuff, but there was loads of bad stuff as well. For me personally, I probably enjoy Bruno. I really like Bruno because I've said before he was a champion before.
And the end of a tidy over.
And I just love kind of looking back.
How the right army is coming into the attack from the south end.
Before WrestleMania. Because anyone can go back to the WrestleManias and watch what was happening, but
whoa, great
so hard
job.
to go back to the 60s and watch what was happening. A lot of it, wasn't taped. And those that were, some of the tapes I have no idea where they are. Championship wrestling that was a show that Capital did.
Well and truly beaten by the
I don't
bowler.
know where those tapes are either. They never made it onto the network. There's a lot of stuff that's missing off the network and from those eras. But Bruno was dominant and he was loved. And the reason why he stayed champion is that people wanted him to be champion. Imagine that. He was champion for 7 years. people wanted him to be champion. There was silence when he lost the belt to Ivan Koloff, and they couldn't give Koloff the belt. When Koloff beats San Martino, they don't give him the belt because they were worried there would be a row.
And that's 4.
And you can actually see that moment. That moment's out there where Bruno finally loses the title.
Yes.
People are shocked. It's amazing, isn't it? 7 years. And isn't it?
This should be close.
Do you not think it's even more amazing that all of this happened so far away from WrestleMania? Like so far away. Yeah, like a decade, over a decade and a half-ish, around that ballpark.
Yep.
You even go 2 decades before WrestleMania is when he was in his reign. I just think it's really interesting. So for me personally, I'm really interested in Bruno. I feel
Bit expensive in that one.
I feel like there's more to explore.
The right arm medium bowler is coming onto bowl from the north end.
But I mean, Hogan was big as well. Of course he was.
Big shout for that one.
Might have that as like maybe seconds. Stone Cold at 1, Hogan at 2. I don't know if you'd go maybe Cena at 3, Roman at 4. Bruno at 5 if you want to go in with success. How much money they made.
Yep.
I mean, there just wasn't the merch opportunities for Bruno, was there? So there's a lot of money that wasn't there. There's no TV deals and stuff like this, so... Damon Kemp is Gable Stevenson's brother. Oh, have they changed his name? I don't remember them calling him Damon Kemp.
Beating him with the change of pace there.
I'm sure he wrestled under the Stevenson name before. How long do you want Roman to keep that? I want him to hit 1,000 days. That's what I would like.
Nice bowling.
I just think that is one of the all-time... no one has held the title for 1,000 days since Hogan did it between 84 and 88.
Yeah.
No one's done it since then.
There's a chance if that hits.
If he was to do it, people love witnessing history. People love witnessing something that will stand the test of time. I genuinely think this title reign will be a marker. This will stand the test of time because no one's done it since 84, 88. So I think we are witnessing something quite special. It's not the longest reign, but it's a definite marker. When you're telling the history of WWE, you're going to talk about Roman and you're going to talk about this title reign. Jungle Boy charging over to Ricky Starks. Top rope Insiguri. I only like
4 runs added in that over.
Drove me to WCW and AWA.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
I grew up watching Bruno, staying up late on a Saturday night to watch him wrestle. That's what got me hooked on wrestling, says that is beyond cool. Beyond cool. I'm jealous of that. Again, a lot of that stuff that you've watched, I just don't know where it is. It's not easy to find on. There's not tons on the network that you can enjoy from like the 60s. But I know there were shows, you know, that were going out.
Oh, superb timing.
They had that market, they had the New York area. So I've got to be thinking that there are shows going on to TV, but I don't know if they're just lost to the annals of history or whatever.
Waiting. No!
1, 2 count there for Jungle Boy. Bridges up, Jungle Boy up on the shoulders of Ricky Starks. Nice counter. Jaden said, whatever happened to Brian Cage?
Yep.
Really good question. I mean, to my knowledge, he hasn't left. I don't know if he's injured or anything.
And they get through for one.
He was very unhappy with how they were booking him. So let Brian Cage see if there's any news. Brian Cage clarifies circumstances around AEW Impact. Cage Starks gets a 2. Points have signed with AEW in January. Right as his Impact contract had expired. Just talking about how he signed with AEW.
Good over. Nice bowling.
No news. The last news that's on there is an interview he did where he talks about how WWE said he was average.
Catch!
Jungle Boy has got Ricky Starks.
The batsman has put on 50 here. Good effort.
The 1000th day, as the 1000th day is Sunday 28th of May 2023.
Catch!
Overstepping the mark, no ball called.
Off the bat and over the rope. Free hit coming up. The only way you can get out is from a runner.
Break his neck.
That's it!
One bounce and that's 4.
Swerve's coming down. Swerve has come running down to the ring, gets into the face of Ricky Starks.
Swing and a miss.
Look, Swerve's trying to tell the ref to get in there and start counting. Ricky Starks attacking Jungle Boy from behind. Double underhooks. He's got Jungle Boy up. Plants him down. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Starks wins.
Catch!
Nice shot.
Long Beach Hippie said, AWA got me into wrestling. Greg Gardner versus Kurt Hennig. An hour-long match and the debut in Road Warriors. Scott Hall, Sabisco, Rashkin, the Garvins.
Yes!
I must admit, I haven't watched much AWA.
Needs a direct hit.
Couple of things.
Yeah!
To be honest, I don't tend to follow the story. It is just more like...
The new batsman will be down at the non-striker's end.
As you said, they had loads of stars in there that went on to WWE.
Oh,
They
what
had
a
the
good
minor
shot.
figures as well. So they were always good.
Reaching his
The
half
Rockers
century. Good
and
batting.
I'm sure there's figures up there. I don't know if they even had Yokozuna at one point, but not under the Yokozuna.
Mistimes that one.
Because that might have been the last thing I watched. I'm going to double check that. I don't want to say Yokozuna was in AEW. AWA.
Yes, my ball!
He was in AEW. He was in, oh my God, I keep saying AEW.
Another
His
dot
first
ball,
major
keeping it
exposure in
quiet.
the United States came in AWA as Coquina Maximus. So I think the last thing I saw was I watched a couple
Yes!
as Coquina Maximus. So I've seen it.
Misreads that a bit and can't get a shot away. So the new batsman is at the crease.
Just couldn't survive, could it?
A 4 with the
pretty
first
sure Cage
ball
was
of
on
the
the
innings.
Ring of Honor.
Terrific start.
Tully is his name, just as We've got Luchasaurus has come down. Christian has come down. Jungle Boy looks sad.
Can't hit it more sweetly than that.
A disappointed Jungle Boy. Christian's going over to Jungle Boy.
Catch!
Yep. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Nice
Yes,
shot,
Jungle
4
Boy,
runs.
Still disappointed. The hug hasn't helped. That hug has not helped. Breaking news, guys. The hug didn't help.
Catch!
That's a huge
Jericho
shot.
Appreciation Society, the victory speech. Their victory speech is coming up next. Coming up next. Even if the man doesn't wrestle for 10 weeks, you need to have 1,000
Poor
days.
ball and got what it deserved. 6. The crowd on their
I wanted
feet.
to get to it.
Where will this one go?
What are your thoughts about the Bob Backlund deal? Do you know what? Really interesting.
Tries to drive that, but missed
really
time.
interesting because I've been listening to Jim Cornette talk about the Bob Backlund deal. I mean, I do listen to Jim Cornette, so really.
And the fielder makes sure there's no boundary.
Because he's, you know, passionate collector of.
Going to
he's
have a
wrestling
change in the
history,
commentary box.
collects the
Joining
history
me
of
now
wrestling.
is Mel
He's seen most of his
Jones.
collections.
Thanks, lads.
It's insane.
Good to be back.
So,
Good
like,
innings,
some of the
setting a
stuff
strong
I
target.
listen to.
This should be an exciting
He
run
was saying
chase.
that when Superstar had the
A big
belt,
task
they
ahead
knew
for the
they needed
batsman.
to move to,
Let's
like,
see what
they
he can
wanted to
do.
move to like an American black boy. They wanted to move to like someone that was American, and they were trying to find out who it should be. And Superstar had the belt, but it wasn't a long-term option.
Shaw
And
gets
so
off the
they
mark.
decided to go with Bob Backlund because Bob Backlund was the all-American boy. He was really likeable. He was a face. The crowds seemed to
And a single
like
taken.
him, and he was a legit, proper wrestler. He could shoot as well. He could really work, and the crowds appreciated that. But the thing was, he lacked. I mean, he doesn't lack personality, but he just lacks a bit of charisma.
Keep up, keep up!
What would have helped him would have been a heel turn, but he refused to turn heel. He wouldn't do it.
He has
And
played
he
that
ended up
nicely.
dropping
Gets
the
two.
belt to the Iron Sheik, and them going in a different direction because he was a stale champion. He had the belt for like 4 years, I think. He is one of the longest reigning champions, but he had the belt for like 4 years, and he was stale.
Lets that go through to the
He
keeper.
refused to turn heel. He wouldn't do it. He didn't
That's
want to
well
let the
wide.
kids down, and so they ended up going with a different direction. And at that point, my understanding is if they couldn't get Hulk Hogan, they were going to try and get Dusty Rhodes, and Dusty Rhodes was going to be the man, and he was going to be the guy.
Very
But
nice throw back there.
He was
Good
only ever
fielding.
backup. He was never the original plan. The original plan was Hulk Hogan, and so they brought in Hogan, and
Catch it!
Backlund dropped the belt to the Iron Sheik. Hogan wins it from the Sheik not long after, and Hulkamania is born. So it sort of feels like Bob Backlund is maybe the failed American, All-American. He's maybe the failed Hulk Hogan, but he was never meant to be Hulk Hogan.
Perfect
But
technique
that kind of
and
all-American
placement.
boy, which Hogan definitely represented. Just without the size, without the charisma, but with, you know, really good
The
wrestling
right arm
technique.
pace bowler
And he
is
just,
coming
you know, I
into
think he
the
had
attack
crowds.
from the
I don't know
north
if he
end.
ever had the crowds going crazy, but it definitely did go stale. And when they tried to get him to go heel, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And then he came back years later, and he agreed to go heel, and that was a really interesting run actually. When he came back in the 90s.
Wait
So
on!
listen, I love Bob Backlund. I love Bob Backlund. I love him from his 90s run though, not from when he was champion. But
on!
I remember when he used to put on the chicken wing, crossface chicken wing. And then like when he did it, he used to look at his hands and he'd be like this crazed, dare I say old
Catch
man.
it!
He seemed like an old man, but I think he was only in his 40s. Probably the same
Great
age as
timing.
AJ
Races
Styles
to the
is now,
boundary.
but, you know, put that chicken wing on and look at his hands. I used to find him a very
Wait
interesting
on!
wrestler when he was young. Something a bit different.
Yep.
Not Jericho. It is Jericho. It is Jericho. It is the Jericho Appreciation Society. Right, here we go. They're celebrating. Herrick said, I taught my son the crossface chicken wing to take out
No
bullies.
ball,
He's
above
8 years
shoulder
old.
height.
Got into position
Crowds are
well
singing,
there. Great
Judas.
shot. Free hit.
Superstation
A
said
lot
his
of players will
90s
miss
run
out
was
on runs
amazing.
trying to slog.
What was big with the fans, it worked then, but it was a change in times.
Well ball!
Gave a few too many away in that over.
I can't remember their
And that gets to the boundary. 4 runs.
Okay, so this one guy, I can't remember his name, says, I love the fact I get to be a part of the greatest faction in the world. The Jericho Appreciation Society. And Jericho takes over the mic. Jericho said he was born down the road.
Waiting.
But I moved away pretty damn quickly because this place is a dump. You know it sucks.
Yep.
Catch it! Yes, keeper, keeper!
I'll throw a fireball in your face because I'm a wizard. The wizard, Chris Jericho.
Wait.
Reasonably good over there.
The wizard. Jericho, the wizard.
Yep.
Wizard fireball.
That's right from the middle of the
Did I
bat.
mention how much I hate this new Jericho gimmick? I feel like he could be more wizardy, to be honest. I feel like there's a lack of wizardness in his costume.
That one bounces through to the keeper.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Wait on.
Says you need to stay home and look after your wife, and if she doesn't, get her to give me a call.
That one going past above shoulder height. No ball called. Great shot. 4 runs.
Okay, here is...
Damage limitation there. Great bowling.
Well, I wasn't expecting this. Have we got a Blackpool Combat
nice
Club
shot.
situation here? Jericho needs a wizard hat.
Yep.
John Moxley bumping into security. Dr. Wizard. Oh, he's a
The
Dr.
batsmen were playing
Wizard.
all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Never was a big Jericho fan. I did like his debut in WWE, though, says Fortnite.
This bowler knows how to
Okay,
give the
so,
ball an
Moxley
almighty
making
twist.
his way out.
Let's see how they go.
I'm guessing Blackpool Combat Club are going to be coming with him.
Yep.
Ah,
He's
what a
not in
good
a rush
shot.
to get to the ring. Just sort of standing around him with the people.
That takes this partnership to 50.
Moxley
Wait there.
making his way through crowd of people.
Oh, they're confident.
Chris Jericho needs back brace for carrying AEW
catch it.
mid-carders on his shoulders, says Kai and Tai.
Smash that
Moxley
to the
should not
boundary.
have the same
Nice
son
fall.
from Major League movies, says Larry. I'll give you one chance to turn around. Get the hell out of here.
Waiting.
End of the over. 8
There's one
runs
of you,
coming from it.
5
3
of
extra
us.
fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
Here's Danielson.
Change of bowling. The up spinner coming up to bowl.
Danielson's coming out, as is
Yeah, that's it.
Regal.
Oh, good shot.
Regal could get in there and stretch them all on his own. Regal, Danielson, Utah. Blackpool Combat Club. I like how Jericho says 4 of you. I would be surprised if Regal was to throw hands. Eddie.
Waiting.
Eddie Kingston's there, as are Santana and Ortiz. This is now definitely a problem.
Yep.
So we've got Eddie Kingston, Santana,
Solid shot.
Ortiz,
Goes for 4.
Moxley. You effed up is the chant.
Wait on.
Danielson, it's 6 on
End of
5.
the over. End of the power play.
5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
6 on 5. We've got Jericho Appreciation Society being. Oh look, Regal's trying to get Regal's. Whoa, Regal! Regal! Yes, Regal delivers a shot and Jericho goes down. That was nice. That was nice. Right hand. Right hand by Regal. Regal right hand.
Yep. Edged.
One run there.
Did you see anyone else making the AEW WWE jump? I think there's definitely potential for
Big appeal there.
storyline to get people talking about him. Talking about him, talking about AEW. It wouldn't surprise me if re-signed with AEW. It really wouldn't surprise me. But you've
They've
got
only
to say
got
there's
one
potential
use of
there.
review,
I know
so
they're
they must be
interested in
confident.
Wardlow, so there's potential there. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think, like, they'd be interested in Sammy. I think they'd be interested in Darby. I don't know if they're, like, desperate for anyone, but I think they would definitely like Wardlow. I think they would definitely like to take Wardlow. Let's go Regal. Regal versus on left-hand strikes only. Bucket.
Impact in line. The decision is upheld. The batsman survives.
Double or nothing. Thunder Rosa
Unsuccessful with that
against
review.
Serena
They
Deeb.
have no challenges remaining.
Coming up tonight, we've got Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy. That's coming up.
Bowler.
It's only half an hour.
Good work in the field
Tony
there.
Storm, Jamie Hayter next. I'm looking forward to this. Came here just to say, damn, William Regal,
Gotcha.
says Lance. Kintai said, I enjoyed how MJF said the American road
Shaw
roaster.
is
I
taking a
was
really
done.
good approach to this innings and gets 50.
It's Jamie Hayter. Go on,
Yep.
Regal. Go on. Go on, mate.
Bowler.
End of the over.
So, Jamie Hayter taking on Tony Storm.
Yes.
Nice save there.
One run there.
The WWE Universe and the AEW Galaxy. Lee said it's going to be a packed 30 minutes.
Oh, great shot.
Tony versus Jamie, Battle and Bun, says Esteban. Reese said, crazy to think Thunder Rosa used to wrestle on GTS. Did she wrestle on it regular? I know that she was on it,
Yep.
but I didn't realise she was on it regular. Here's Tony Storm. Tony Storm making her way down.
Wait.
To the ring. She looks cool. I think
Yep.
this will be a good match. This is one that stood out to me earlier.
Bowler.
Jamie Hayter is hot, says Retribution. She is like so hot.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, well fielded. Really good work out there. Ends the over.
This should be good. As I said, these two might have faced each other in Japan. I'm really not sure. either way, I would expect them to have good chemistry. Good chemistry. Hustle
Another
for love.
run
Shout out
taken.
to you. Appreciate the support. Hope everyone's enjoying AEW Dynamite tonight as nice side headlock
What
here
a delivery.
by Jamie Hayter.
Draws the edge.
James said, I watch AEW to escape, not for them to take everyone's TV time. AEW has so much talent.
Nice shot. 4 runs.
Ace Jordan said, we love Tony Storm's eyes. Great eyes.
Wait.
I mean, I've seen her eyes. I can't say that it's... Are they significant, her eyes? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Sure, let's say they are. Let's say they are. Strike to midsection
One
by
more to the score.
Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter goes back to the corner. Hustle for love. Jamie said Tony is on way better shape than when she was in WWE.
Not too bad from either side there.
Tony backing up a little bit as Jamie edging forwards. This is quite technical, and they're linking up, looking for old school test of strength, man. Nice, looking for a trip. Good showcase for Jamie Hayter, this is.
Yes.
Storm almost going down and does get knocked down. Shoulder up. 1. Shoulder up.
And they go through for
Bridges
1.
up. Strike to the midsection by Jamie Hayter.
Everyone
Kick
getting
by,
behind that
Tony
appeal.
Storm.
They feel pretty confident about this.
Has anything decent happened on Dynamite? I was fast asleep and dreaming of Trish Stratus. It's not bad,
And that gets to the boundary. 4 runs.
Has Jade been on? She has. I think we need to restart the ice.
The
Bucket
fielder
challenge.
cuts
I
that one
nominate
off well.
Retribution. Do we though? Do we? Who have you got? I think it'll be Tony Storm. I'd be surprised if Tony Storm doesn't.
Perfect technique and placement.
Jamie on the outside. Lovely little snap suplex there. None of us love that booty. It's like unnoticeable. Her personality is the one.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the medium pacer.
My favourite part of Tony Storm is the black line that she puts in. That's my favourite part. AEW is bringing in new talent. You can see with this. Who do you want to win, Darby or Jeff? I want Darby because Jeff's a boomer. Boomer Jeff. Jeff Boomer Hardy, I call him. So
Can't make it back against some great work in the field. That's out.
Marsh is the new batsman.
At number 3.
Yes.
hurling her into the corner. The thing
Not mucking
missing
about
in
here.
the
First
women's
ball,
division
and he's
is
off the mark.
silicone. I guess inflation has hurt every industry. Blame Russia, mate.
Yep. Catch.
Short ball,
Driving
hit
up
away.
cost of living and probably driving
Keep
up
up,
the waste
keep
of
up.
silicone as well. You're absolutely right. Dortnight said 1,000 in the Roman calendar is M, so I predict Roman will lose his title to someone beginning with M. McMahon. Stephanie. I want Darby, but it's too obvious that Adam Cole is just winning it all, says James.
Yeah. Catch it.
Jeff is
Oh,
old
picks
enough
that
to
one
be
up
your
nicely.
younger brother,
Good shot.
says Esteban. Jim said, fun fact, Jeff Hardy is the only one in the tournament that's actually had a match with Owen Hart. That is a fun fact. That is a very, that gets that from me. That gets that from me. Right, we've got Jamie Hayter
Wasn't the
keeping
tidiest of
Tony
overs,
Storm
but
down.
got the wicket they needed.
AEW opted not to sign Mia Yim. She's back in Impact. We all agree Tony Storm's finisher needs to be the
Mitchell
3,
to come back on
9
again.
Without 3. 3-6-6.
Wait.
I didn't know Cody started with them. Cody. Cody is going to win the title. You know when Cody does win the title, do you think they'll bring Brandy in to celebrate with him?
Yes. Catch it.
Nice forearm strike by Jamie Hayter, who collapses down in the corner. Tony Storm back on her feet. Jamie Hayter over in the corner. Tony Storm running over. Oof. Damn, man. She collided into her there. Nice. DDT as Jamie Hayter rolls out the ring. Tony Storm coming out after her, looking for a DDT on the outside. Getting it. Jamie down.
And that's a single.
JR just talking about the start time this Friday.
Yep. Catch.
Tony Storm going...
Smash that to the boundary. Nice fall.
Cross body and a high cross body as well. She's kind of cross bodied her, like, on her shoulders.
Wait.
So, Jamie Hayter down. It's Tony Storm that's in control.
Yes.
Just keep Brandy behind the scenes and out of the spotlight. Yes. If we can all agree on that, that would be amazing. You know, it's bad when street-level weed dealers are raising their prices due to inflation.
Yep.
That is bad.
Ballers end.
I don't like Adam Cole, says James. Is there a chance
They take
for
a
another
single.
season of Dark Side? I don't think so. Don't think so. They haven't renewed for another one. They might.
Right.
They could always do another one in the future, couldn't they? But I'm not expecting it.
Yep.
AEW should team up with OnlyFans and have an OnlyFans championship.
And they get a single there.
Forearm strikes. Oh, edge of the ring by Jamie
catch.
Hayter. Gets
Keep
back
up, keep up.
into the ring.
Good bowling
nice.
in that over.
Driving the spine onto the hardest part of the ring. That was nice by Jamie Hayter. Headbutt.
Ooh, beaten in by the change of pace there.
Suplex. Keeps a hold of her as well.
Yes.
Trying to
catch
get her
it.
up. Can't do it. Reversed. 1, 2. Going for clothesline. Backslide reversed. Little botchy, but saved by Tony Storm. It was a little bit botchy, but she had her and they were wobbling. She just managed to drop her down.
Well, some very good fielding has created a
Tony
chance
Storm,
out of nowhere. Great work.
41. The left-hander is coming
Wins.
into bat at number 4.
All right, match. It was all right.
Wait.
Tony Storm will face either Dr. Britt Baker or a Joker. On the other side, Riho takes on Ruby Soho.
Yep.
On Rampage, we hear from Jade Cargill and Baddies. We've got Scorpio
The new
Sky
batsman
taking on
takes
Frankie
guard.
Kazarian. Lance says, thanks for streaming. We all need more William Regal. Yes. Yes. Yes, Lance. Shout out to you, buds. Appreciate the support. We've got 20 minutes to go left of the show. It's gone quite quick, actually.
Catch it.
But more William Regal. It's never going to be a bad thing, is it? It was quick.
Yeah!
Because
The
ref
moment that
said,
left the
go
bat,
home,
the
go
batsman
home.
would have known the result. Easy
He just
catch.
realised that ref was outside. The Joker is Nia Jax. Yes, in every sense of the word. In every sense of the word.
for the batting team. Called
Right,
out.
the backstage here is Frankie Kazarian.
Yes.
There's Sammy and Ty.
Another run added to the score.
Do we even have to still show them?
Wait. Yes. Catch.
Did you see the message?
Too short. He saw it early and played it well.
Yes,
Based
keep
on
up.
2 stories and connected old timepiece. I wish it had.
2 runs off that delivery.
There we go, right.
Yep.
Going back to things to look forward to on Friday. I hope it's Athena, says James. Ethan hates Kaz in kayfabe.
Yes. Catch it.
Double or nothing. We've got some double or nothing. Oh, I didn't realise that was so soon. 29th of May. Hook and Danhausen are going to be taking on Tony. It's all so quick again.
Yes.
Jericho and Regal face-to-face confrontation on Dynamite. Kyle O'Reilly. Oh,
That's some good bowling. End of the over.
This. It's not as quick as it used to be, but it's not as slow as
This
it's been in
bowler knows
recent
how to
weeks
give the
either.
ball
Like,
an
I actually
almighty
can't
tweak.
read it
Let's see how they go.
before it's disappeared.
Yep.
What a
Yeah,
delivery.
must take
Finds
10
the edge.
lashes.
Probably the hardest part of
Adam
taking
Cole
that
takes on
catch
the winner of
is
Darby
being worried
Allin
about dropping
versus
such
Jeff
an easy
Hardy.
chance.
The batsman for the batting team caught behind.
Coming up next, Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy. Hook on the buy-in. But that
Big appeal.
the Joker is Trish Stratus. The Joker is Ryback.
Wait on.
Ryback's the Joker.
Another dot ball
He's the Joker of
builds the
wrestling.
pressure.
Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy. Let's get the main event spot fest, says Alexis. The Joker is AJ Lee. The Joker is Lita.
What a delivery.
The Joker
Draws
is
the
Vince
edge.
McMahon in a dress. The Joker is Linda McMahon. The Joker is...
Great bowling.
Brooke
Really
Hogan.
good
The
over
Joker
there. Takes a wicket
is
and keeps it tight.
Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter is the Joker. The Jokers are the Garganos. Triple H is going to show up. I was pretty drunk when I brought a hangover.
Well, that's a very helpful
It
catch.
wouldn't sell me expensive snake oil.
The batsman leading the field caught behind.
Bit of a task for the new batsman here, trying to turn this innings
the
around
Joker.
after
The
a
Joker
steady
is
flow of
Mae
wickets in
Young
recent overs.
reincarnated. Listen,
The batsman will want to get
I'd
the
watch
strike
that.
turning over here.
I'd watch that. Paige is the Joker. Hopefully
buddy.
everything is getting better. Oh yes, Sonny. Shout out to you. Sorry to hear of your setback. That's all it is, Sonny. Sometimes you've got to take one step backwards to take 2 steps forward. James said, yes, Carter was a joke.
These last few overs have changed the momentum of this innings.
Sammy and
3 quick
Ty
wickets.
are heels. This notion that heels should be people you love to want to hate is dumb. Miz is the perfect heel. Sammy and Ty are perfect heels. AEW fans have got it backwards. But I really hate Ty Conti.
He's off the mark and will now be looking to build. Edged. What a ball. The batsmen have been kept
Makes me
relatively
savage,
quiet
doesn't it?
here. Another good over comes to
I'll
an
just
end.
have a promotion where they're all faces.
Bolt
That's what
has
I
bowled
want.
well so far.
I want to be able to cheer
Returns
for
to the
everyone.
attack.
I want to have good feelings towards everyone. I don't want bad feelings towards anyone. I might be living vicariously through this stream, listening in on All Out. I just purchased an Xbox Series X.
Goes through to
I'm
the
not sure I
wicket-keeper.
wanna spend another
No
$50
shot offered.
so soon, says Do you like what AEW is doing with Jeff Hardy? I don't really like what Jeff Hardy's doing with Jeff Hardy. I sort of feel like I've watched a few of his matches and they've been a bit. I don't know, man.
Swing and a
He
miss.
just seems to
The
be
batsman
missing a
misjudging
step.
that one.
Do you know what? Seems like a no longer in his prime Jeff Hardy. Go figure.
Nothing the batsman could have done
He's a
better.
legend.
Great ball.
Everyone loves him. The crowd pop when he comes out. But it's just been a while
Nice
since
running
I've
there.
seen like a
2
really
added.
good Jeff Hardy match. And some of it's been a little bit clunky. So it's nothing to do with AEW. It's just everything to do with where Jeff Hardy is at this stage in his career, I think. So let's see how this goes. This could be all right. Could be all right. Short. I mean, there's only 14 minutes left. Hard hitting, taking on Darby Allin. Could be all right. Jeff is wearing his 2K22 attire. Every time I see Sammy and Ty, my fingers start gravitating towards the back of my throat. Dixie Carter.
Huge appeal.
She was using your dad's millions. Is that what she was doing? That's important. I'm surprised that you refer to your
The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
daddies, but fair play. Dixie Carter using
Catch it!
daddy's millions to run a wrestling company.
Bowlers!
Kinda sounds familiar, ATK. That's why they're friends, James. That's why they're friends. That's why it's gonna happen. They stick together.
No shot on offer for that one.
Did you see that
That's
she's
well
related
wide.
to Anton Deck? Or one of the ants in the decks. One of them. Maybe it's them. Perhaps Dixie Carter's the Joker for the women's tournament, and maybe either Anton Deck's the Joker for the men's tournament. No one would know who they are.
That's got to be close.
Hardy walks into a party sporting Armani. If you know, then you know. Tommy said AEW is not good for Jeff.
They're appealing. Did he get any
Like he's
bat
in
on
a
it
ton of
though?
pain.
Rajasthan have made their job a lot
Dave,
easier with that
hello, hope you
wicket.
are well.
The danger man gone.
Dixie becomes general manager of AEW. Here we go, Darby diving onto Jeff, going underneath the ring. Having chairs. Is this no?
Mistimes that one.
Why? What's happening? Darby setting up a load of chairs on the outside of the ring.
Catch it!
Oh, how many chairs is he setting up here? Are we having a meeting or something? What's going on?
Gone. Great reflex catching there. It's always tough when the ball's coming at you
Got
so fast.
8 chairs lined up.
And the departing batsman for the batting team is called out for a
Powell, the new batsman.
Darby
And
gets
there's a big
slam
task
face
ahead
first
of him to
into
steady
the
this
ring
innings.
steps. Yeah, Dixie was related to death.
They all go up for an LBW shout. Maybe it's done a bit too much.
It would be great if one of the duos turns heel. It should be Sting.
Oh, they're confident.
That just turned face. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Is Jeff working injured? Because he does seem a little bit off. He's probably always working injured. Big clothesline and Darby goes down. I love the spine painted onto Darby's back, says Heather. Is your dream women's match Brandy Rose versus Ty Conti? There's not even anything I can add to that, really. Sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Time for a change in the commentary box. And welcome again to James Taylor.
Hey, Slats. Good afternoon, everybody. They've taken a comfortable win here. Played really well out there.
Well, for one set of fans, this will have been some very enjoyable coverage. For the rest of you, well, hopefully next time will be better. For now, though, it's bye from us.
Lucas, shout out to you. Wrestling said, this is not going to end well. James said, hopefully we get Sting versus Jeff, but done right this time. There's a ladder that's been pulled out from underneath the ring. We've still got these chairs set up. Jeff bringing a ladder into the ring. Are you allowed to do this? Could he get a bigger ladder? We've got Jeff Hardy one end. We got Darby the other. They throw the ladder away. Kick to the midsection by Jeff. Oh, lovely. Code red. Code red by Darby. Yeah, that was nice. I don't know if they said we're at picture-in-picture, but we're 8 minutes away. Lister Jericho said, this does seem a little bit overkill for a friendly match. I know. This is what you would expect between MJF and Wardlow. Darby chants. Darby grabs Jeff Hardy, goes against the ropes. No. Oh, spinning back elbow. Yeah, jawbreaker. Jeff on his feet. Going over to Darby. Is up, comes crashing down. I think Darby felt that. Selling it. Selling it a dream. Jeff needs to bang a quick key to be fair. Jeff's great, but in the twilight of his career, says James. No rules, no DQ. Let's just say there isn't. Look, the crowd are chanting, "We want tables." Why do people always want tables? I don't understand. People always what? I'm never bothered by tables. I have never sat watching a match thinking, "Oh, I'd love a table in this now."